Hi guys, Ronda Winstead here with you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope that you are having a wonderful day, night, evening, mid-afternoon, whatever time of day it is that you're watching this video. And I hope that you are happy. I hope you are healthy and happy. And I love you. I want to welcome all the new subscribers, and I hope that you enjoy your time here with us. And yeah, let's just get started. This is video number 3 of the design team project for Barbara with 49 Dragonflies. I am taking one of her digital sets and I am using the whole thing, pretty much everything, and just making a fun journal. And so we will, Secret Garden, by the way, and I will have the links, everything that you need if you would like to make one yourself. So join me and let's just play a little bit in video or volume. I'm like volume, video, whatever. And video number 2, we did the, video number 1 was about pulling the papers together, showing you the papers and pulling them together. Video number 2, we talked about, we started working on the pages and showing the ephemera and doing a little bit of gluing, picking backgrounds and doing a little bit of gluing and whatnot. So video number 3, we will just show you I have cut out all my ephemera, and I am in the process that, I don't know, for whatever reason, this particular, her adorable digital is not showing up as bright on my screen. I hope it's showing better in the video because the colors are just amazing. But let's just real quick show you the things that I have already cut out. Now I didn't back these with anything because I'm not sure whether these will be used as a tuck spot, whether they'll just be put on a page to brighten it and pretty it. I'm not sure what I want to do, and so if I'm just gluing, it's easier to just do that without adding a lot of thickness, but I may. So we've got these that I have backed. These are adorable. I love, 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 love them. And as you can see, I am actually inking around with the colors, the yellow, pink, and blue as what I'm using for this one. I'm not doing the vintage photo, which I often do. So I'm using different ones, and I just thought it would be fun. We'll just try, you know, we'll just do something different. And then I'm just backing them with different papers, and so they're all writable. These are tags, and when we use them, I will punch out, and then I will put my own reinforcers on those, and that'll give it a little more texture as well. But these are just, aren't they just so pretty? These are going to be so much fun to use. And then she said, this one I also, I'm not sure, and I actually did back this one, but I'm not sure how I'll use it. I will use it either as a piece of ephemera to highlight a page, or, you know, to have it be a tuck spot or something. And then here again is another one of these. They look like checks, but they've got beautiful florals. And then we have a few little odds and ends that I've cut out. I'm not sure how or where we'll put them, but they're all ready to go. These I have not inked around yet, but these are gorgeous. And we will just, you know, we'll find some fun spots to put those. I love it when I've got everything prepared. It's just like, oh. You're just so efficient, Rhonda. Okay, so we've got two little pockets here. We've got another pocket tuck spot here. And I have backed all of these to give strength as tags or papers or whatever. Pictures could be going in there. And then last but not least, we have these two fun little envelopes. And I have one of them, let's see, can you see that? Yeah. One of them, I just covered basically where the opening is. So it looks like, you know, it's done all the way, but it's just really on that little part. This one, I did go ahead and back this all. It just makes it a little bit thicker. And so, and I did this one first, and then I thought, well, you know, it'd be nice if it wasn't quite as thick. And so that's when I just did it this way. And easy way to do that is when you've got it open, is you just measure this space and cut your piece of paper that width, and then give yourself, you know, however far you want to go down, cut that, and then glue that on, and then you just trim these little edges up because it, you know, the envelope slants in just a little bit. And so it's really easy to trim it, line it up here and line it up here. And then, so anyway, okay, so easy peasy, fun. Now I have grabbed, because we're ready to work on another page. And so I have grabbed some of my handkerchiefs, just some sweet, kind of in the color, you know, in the more yellows, is in this little pile. And then I also grabbed another little pile of just bits and pieces that I have been using. Leftover handkerchief, doily, you know, just anyway, some fun stuff. Now I didn't grab any lace per se. I have some of these kind of things that have some lace on, so we may need to grab some of that as well. So what I want to do is work on this page. Remember, this is where I'm like, this is where I am. Don't know quite what to do with it. And so I'm going to take this out. We'll set these up so I keep my place. And let's just decide what we want to do on this page. I am going to share with you just a, come on. An earlier journal of mine. I have, when I first started doing the journals, I was very much into very heavy mixed media with lace and paper and rickrack and fabric and different textures and whatnot. A lot of layering, handkerchiefs. And then I kind of evolved a bit, and quite frankly, and I was selling journals at the time, and it just it took forever to do some of these things, and I didn't feel like I could really, you know, make a lot of money on it for the time and labor that you put into it. And so I kind of have steered away from that. But as I have been doing a lot of different things, and I love the little journals, the 4x6-inch journals that I've done, and other sizes too. And I'm enjoying this one that I'm working on for Barbara. But I wanted to get some inspiration from days gone by, if you will, from some of my earlier projects. Like, for instance, I used, and I made pockets of these. This is done with sandwich bags. And like, for instance, I have a layer of lace, I have a layer of fabric, we've got buttons on top, and this is also fabric. And then I've got the background sandwich bag, and here I've got a handkerchief, and I've got lace on a handkerchief. I've got another uh, bit of fabric. I've got another layer of fabric. I've got paper on top of that. I've got paper on top of this. I have fabric on top of this, another fabric, and I have paper on top of this. I have many, many, many layers in these. And so I kind of want to go back a little bit and kind of encourage myself to put a little bit more of this type of embellishment in some of the journals and things that I make. And I won't do nearly as many, and I'm not going to go completely frou-frou like I have done with this. And this I absolutely love because it's, you have tons and tons of writing space, and this is done Midori style, so you can take it out and replace and put another notebook in. And then this is that wonderful braille paper that is fabulous. And this, obviously, this is a sewing, but I just wanted to remind myself of all the layering, all of the textures, all of the yumminess, and kind of take inspiration from that and some of my others to play with the page. So I'm going to try, my dear friends, to create a page with you that's a little more frou-frou, if we will. So in case you want to do something like that, yeah. So, yeah. All right. So let's just see what we got here. Now, actually, that's kind of cool, isn't it? Because that's the back. These are colors that I would definitely, okay, we definitely will use this. However, I want something to go along the edge first to bring out the color. Okay, so what if we, and these are all scrappy dappies, scrappy dappy doodahs. So what if we did this? And I will have to heat up my iron because I'm sorry, girlfriends, guy friends, if you're not an iron person, that's totally cool. I think that's amazing. That's wonderful. Good. Yay. But I am. Former quilters, we need our irons. I'm telling you. It's yeah. Okay, so this could be kind of cool. So what I want to do, I want to put this on pause, and I want to iron a couple of things, and then we'll come back and we'll continue to kind of play with this. I have no rhyme, no reason, except that I looked at a previous journal and I'm getting inspired to try to do more fluff, more stuff. Okay, so one of the things that is always a bit of a challenge, if you will, is the fact that when you're doing something like a lot of layering, for instance, like what I'm wanting to do right now, this process will take a bit of time. Where's my, where? Okay, my fabric. It takes a bit of time. So if you're So don't get impatient with yourself if it takes you a while. And that's okay. That's okay. That's kind of the way some of these things work. And you just have to be, if you want to have fun in the process, if you want to have fun, then it's a good idea to just allow it to just, to just kind of go with the flow. Don't try to be too precise. Don't try to be too perfect. Just kind of let it evolve. Trust your hunches. There are certain things that you like more than other things. Trust that. As you can see, what I am doing here is I am cutting all of this scallop edge, and it appears to be a napkin. I have quite a few of those. They're not too difficult to find in antique stores. One of the reasons that I love them, not just for the edges and the laces and whatnot, but the fabrics are just so lovely. They're just, they're kind of yummy. And I didn't want to take up the whole of my paper and page by layering clumps and clumps, layers and layers of fabric, bits and pieces, yes, but not a whole piece and then a whole piece and then a whole piece. At least for me, that doesn't appeal to me. Okay, so we could do, but do we want to do this? Well, we're just playing here. Keep in mind, there's no rule or law that says I have to stick with one way. I can switch it out. I can do half, and then I could do the other half and switch it up that way. And then you can always put a piece of lace or fabric or paper or washi tape or something, to blend them together. So they don't have to match. And in fact, I think what I might want to do is, let's just cut this off here. We're still just thinking, guys. I may not want to keep with this, but let's see what it would look like. And here again, this is one of those right side, wrong side. There's definitely a right and a wrong side to this. So if we do something like this-ish, then scissors. Where are my scissors? I need my fabric scissors. Here they are. Yabba-dabba-doo. Going to cut that a little more than what I need, just, to play with. So this is what I'm kind of thinking that I'm going to do, is just kind of, I'm doing a bit of a frame here. Let's see. Yeah. And we're just cutting those. Okay. Put our glue stick down. I may want to trim that just a smidgen. All right. And I'm definitely going to want to trim this a little bit. So, let's get our glue stick. If you don't sew, that's okay. You just have to be a really good gluer. You just have to be a good gluer person. And I would probably recommend that you use something a little more sturdy than a stick glue. I'm doing a stick glue, but then I'm also going to stitch to secure mine down. And in case you don't have access, or so is stitching is not your thing, which is totally fine. I'm just going to leave that for a minute, and then we'll just get going on this one. Okay, that's the right. So this is just literally, you guys, I just kind of thinking, well, what would be nice? Well, what would look good here? Oh, and I may be actually, see, I actually think I cut that just a little bit too short, but we're going to make it work. We're going to make it. We're not going to take it. We're not going to take it anymore. La 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 la. Whatever that thing is. All right, let's just kind of trim that. And we can always put stuff to cover up, or, you know, to make it less noticeable. And like I said, this is not like a perfect whatever. This is just, I'm looking at this page and I'm wanting to do something to dress it up. And I thought it would be fun to kind of go back to my roots and pull out some of the things that I have done in past years that might be fun to give a go to now. Okay. It's not perfect, and that's perfectly fine. I'm okay with that. So we have this that we can use for another project or later in this project. It'll be great. Now, I could put this on there right now, and I do like the look of that. Which is right side? This is right side, but this handkerchief's just a tad bit messy, but I'm sure it did what it was supposed to do. Okay, so I could do that. We could bring in some other bits and pieces. Ooh, that's cool. That's pretty cool. Ooh, I like that. I like that, but I want to do something here. Something here. And let's just see. Now, the theme, our papers, it has nothing to do with bees. Nothing at all, but the color works really well. So do I care that it's bees? You get bees around flowers, don't you? Yes. Yes, you do. And here is a piece of fabric that I have ripped at one point or another, and that is totally not what I want. Let me show you all the stuff I don't want to do. Okay. I'm thinking, guys. I want to know. well, let's take a look at this. Let's see if we would like. Now, what we could do is like a fabric flip, and then we could have a cool, writing space in here. That would be kind of fun. Right? Yeah. All right. So if we did that, then we might want this here. I gotta get rid of these. They drive me nuts. They drive me nuts. They drive me nuts. Or I could just do like that as another little edging here. So if I want this so that it can be written on, then I need some notebook paper, some glassing, some other something. Okay. Well, let me see. I have a big mess. I have a big mess here, my dears. I have some glassine bags somewhere here that I thought I might want to use as well. We are absolutely, that's one of my all-time favorite types of paper, glassine. And so, what did I do with those sacks? It's the sack. I'm sorry, I can't seem to locate the size bag that I am looking for. Okay, well, never mind. We'll look at something else. Okay, so we could have something like this, and it can definitely cover. And then we could do a fabric flip, or I could do, let's see, I've got some other things here. We could try this. This is just, honestly, you guys, this is why I don't do these much anymore. And I used to do custom orders for these, and no offense to anyone that I have sold one to, but it was a complete stress creator for me. It was not a good experience. But, well, it was a good experience because it helped me to know more of something that really didn't work so well for me. And so that's always good to learn, right? Things that work and things that don't work. We're always growing, learning, trying new things. That's how you find out, what it really is, what kind of floats your boat, right? Now, what if we did this on the inside, say like something like that, which would make our journal much, it might not fit then. Let's see, let's do this. We'd have to accommodate. Do I want laces poking out? It's quite pretty. I might need some lace poking out. Okay, so we're going to save this for the inside there. Okay. One decision made out of 400. Yes! Okay. Let me see. I could use a ledger page. let me just go through some of what I've got here. I've got lots of fun things to write on. Not liking anything, you guys. Nothing is hitting me saying, you need me. You need me. Okay. Let me just move some things out of the way. Let me be inspired by these wonderful digitals of Barbara's. Let me just be inspired. Old book page. Old book page. That's where we want to go. Just one sec. Or music. Music or old book page. Let us grab one of each. Or we could even do this type of letter page. Here's music page. I believe. I believe. Do 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 do. This again is amazing paper that I got from Rachel. Let's just see. Okay, we've got one element there. We can absolutely, sometimes you just have to just kind of try different things, go with the flow. Where's my tear ruler? Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I feel like you're not getting anything from me but what not to do. But honestly, this is the process. It's not a... So I don't want anybody to feel like, oh man, I can't do it. I don't know how to do all that, because it doesn't matter how long you've been doing this. And I haven't been doing it forever, but I've been doing it for a few years. But there's still learning and growing, and you still, have to figure things out. So don't ever feel that, give up and say, oh, I can't do it. You can always give it a go. If it doesn't work the way you wanted it to, well, you've learned something, right? And, and so that's always a good thing. And this rag paper is very strong. It's very strong. It does not want to rip for me. It's like, no, I've been together with this page since the 1700s. What the heck are you doing to me? And I'm like, I am helping you be reinvented, my darling. Even though it's like, sure, easy for you to say. And it was. Okay, so let's go ahead and give this. Now see, these are, look how uneven that is. These old books. Like that's 1 1/8. And this is not even 1. But we'll go ahead and keep it along the printing so that lines up. I love these old pages. Ugh. And really, with the foreign language, I mean, I don't know what language this is, but wouldn't it be fun if it was Greek? With this digital, I think it goes so nicely with the, with Greek statue type thing. All right, now let's see what we'd like to do here. This old delicious paper. We can do just a little bit of coloring. Let's see, that goes like right there. I'm not 100% sure that this is going to fly, but let's give it a try. So it is gray out there today, and we have rain. We have gray and rain. All right. I'm just going to do it. I don't know. Just going to do it. It might not be a good idea, but let's see. Let's pull some of these pages. Yeah, so today is technically Friday before New Year's Eve that I'm recording this. Not sure when you will be viewing this, but I do know that it's in 2013. So I was super excited about having, hubby and I like eggnog for New Year's Eve. And today we went to 6 different grocery stores to find eggnog. 6. It's like, really? How come all of the rest of you like eggnog too? You should have something else. It's not very nice of me. It's like, you know, it's obviously very popular here, and this is not even New Year's Eve. So I'm glad that we actually went out and got a few groceries and that we got our eggnog for tomorrow night. But anyway, I just had to kind of chuckle at how come this is so popular? Because in my understanding is that not everybody loves, you know, eggnog. And yet out here, people sure seem to love eggnog. It's hard to find it. We did though. We did. We're good to go for tomorrow night. All right, so this is not exactly, with this I would just say, just, you know, don't give up. Don't give up on me. Just be patient. Because this is looking pretty rough right now. And I will, at some point, I'm just going to turn the video off, and then I will just continue working, and I will finish at least this part before we call it a day. So I do want to show you that. I just, yeah. And maybe I'm just a little more nervous because you're here with me. I mean, I love you guys, you know that, but you know, I hate to disappoint people, and I feel like my process is so messy that maybe, you know, it's frustrating for others. I don't know. But anyway, so let's see. We have one more. Oh, we got this going over here. Ooh, that's nice. Ooh, that's very nice. Okay. That was kind of a good find. So we'll glue this on. And then I think I am going to go ahead. Let's see, which do I want to show? I'm going to continue. I think you've seen enough of the process to know that, you know, it takes a bit of time. You just have to think things through. And don't be afraid to try. You know, don't be afraid to try things. And if you don't like it, you can always unglue it, or you can rip it apart. Yeah, you could do that. And start over. You know, there's no rule or anything that says you have to keep it a certain way. So, buttons on your shirt. Oh, that's very cool. I'm going to have to incorporate that somehow in here as well. We will do that. I am also going to stitch here, and then I will bring you back and I will explain to you what I did for the rest of this front cover. Well, it's not a cover, but a page. So let me go ahead. We'll put this on pause. I'm going to stitch and continue to work on this page, and then I will show you. Okay, here we go. I have finished this page, and I am actually really happy with it. It's completely different than what I was envisioning, but I've just kind of, I just sort of let the, excuse me, let the papers, let the fabric, let the, I just went with what oh, I'm stuttering. Crazy. Okay, so let me explain to you what I did. As you saw these layers. Then what I did was to stitch a straight line around a square, and then I did a zigzaggy, just kind of a fun stitch, and you can see it better on this page, just to kind of give it some definition. I decided against putting the lace here because I kind of like this too as its own little frame, so this is nice to write on, and it matches beautifully with this page. Now I may put a little something in the corner, one of these. Maybe not. We'll see. But, excuse me. Then what I did was I added a little bit of washi tape, and then I added some lace and glued it on, and then added a little bit of, just a little bit of embellishment with fabric. This is some chenille from bedspread, and then a little bit of cheesecloth, and then I glued one of Barbara's little embellishments and backed it on a heavier piece of paper, and then cut around that and glued that on top of it. And I really like the way that looks. This has got a ton of texture. Nice texture. Then I just did a little bow with some, trying to think of what this wool is. Anyway, it's really soft, wonderful, yum, 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 yarn. Did a little bow, and then I stitched this button and then glued the button on with some fabric glue. And we are done. We are done with this particular page. So thank you guys for joining with me. I'm going to continue working. I'm only going to have one or two more videos highlighting this. I want to get it wrapped up. So I'm going to do quite a bit of work ahead off camera, and then we will come back hopefully with a flip through in our next video, or at least having our pages done and ready for a cover. So thank you. I love you guys, and I hope you have the rest of a fabulous day, evening, night, whatever time it is. And I hope that you are very blessed, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye now.